Hi there, my name's James, and if you got the time, I got the games. In a previous video, we already did all of the side quests for Keith David, but we never did try to romance him. So let's go ahead and do that.
I know you want to, but I don't. You're the president, I'm the vice president. You're the boss of the Saints, I'm just one of your crew. You've taken over cities and toppled rival gangs. I've conquered Hollywood and have a name to uphold. It just wouldn't work between us, you see?
Come on, Keith, have a heart, man.
That's really not going to work for me. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I totally understand. But thanks anyway, man. Well, in the last video, we did the Ghost in the Machine mission, and we freed the AI from the simulation, and Sid will be over in this room. Might as well do this while we're here.
Alright, Sid, here's the deal.
You need me to ravage you.
Maybe?
Don't worry. I'm fully equipped to pleasure you.
So, we free Sid from the simulation. Kinsey finds him a body in the real world, and the first thing the president wants to do is have sex with it. Yeah, I love this game. But we're going to do Sid's side quests in this video.
I need help inserting a virus into the simulation, among other things. Do this, and I will reward you. Do not do this, and you will get nothing. Understand?
Yeah, I got it.
And just like all the side quests for Keith David, there is a lot to do here. I'm sure you saw before you clicked the video that this one's going to be really long. There's a lot to do here. But in the last video I said we got our telekinesis by freeing Sid. And a lot of these activities, most of these activities, involve using the telekinesis. It's a really important power.
I always enjoy upsetting Zinyak. Show him you are better than his people at his favorite game show.
And this will be the second Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder. We did the first one at the end of the last video. And I think the first one wasn't too bad, but these get a lot harder. The third one especially. So I'll let the announcers do their routine and run around and do this, but these definitely do not get any easier.
Welcome back, Genki fans, to another round of telekinetic tomfoolery, where it truly is mind over murder.
Right you are, Zach. And here with us again today is the unstoppable force and the leader of the free world, the President of the United States.
And what a perfect contestant for the show, Bobby. So far, this is proving to be the perfect combination. An undefeated human with the abilities of an alien meeting the challenges of the Mad Professor and entertaining everyone in the galaxy. What more could our audience want?
Other than freedom from alien oppression, the reconstruction of their whole planet, and football on the television every Sunday, I can't think of a thing.
Now, Bobby, you know we're not supposed to speak ill of our most benevolent overlord, Zinyak.
I'm sure Zinyak had a good reason for blowing up the Earth like he did.
A good reason.
A very good reason, no doubt.
Let's check out how our contestant is doing, shall we?
So how do you think things are going for our contestant, Zach?
In this match, or in life in general?
I was thinking the first, but now that you mention it, let's talk about the second.
Well, I imagine it's not easy for them knowing that they're responsible for the deaths of billions of people through their hubris and what will ultimately be an unsuccessful bid to overtake Zinyak.
My thoughts exactly. Bringing about the near extinction of the human race is a heavy load to carry.
It sure is.
I feel dirty, Zach.
We're just the pawns of a megalomaniacal alien overlord, Bobby. It's not our fault. Let's get back to the action. This is some championship-level mind over murder, Bobby.
I agree. The president sure is giving the folks at home one heck of a show.
And I know Professor Genki is
Indeed.
loving it.
Everybody's favorite man-cat enjoys nothing more than murder, mutilation, and mascots.
He does love alliteration, Bobby.
I thought that was assonance.
Assonance is when the words begin with vowels.
Really? Well, you learn something new every game. I can't help but be impressed by this contestant, Zach. I feel fortunate to see this action firsthand. How about you? I said, how about you, Zach?
I can't do this! I can't do this anymore, Bobby!
Keep it together, Zach. Hate to upset our most benevolent overlord.
I miss my wife, Bobby.
Move on, Zach. So do I.
Yeah, oh, come on, grab it already. What the hell? That's, okay, that right there, that's one of the hardest things to think about these. Sometimes you're trying to grab one thing,
Can you expect anything else, Bobby?
and you end up grabbing something completely different. I think that happened 2 or 3 times just in that one quest. But there it is, and we had more than a minute left over. Really good time, I think. Yeah, that was okay. The third one is way harder. The third one has 6 different places that you have to go within the time limit and do that.
I have determined where inserting my virus would be most effective. Protect the area while I do this.
Yeah, might as well get this cluster while we're here. This is another virus injection. This one's, okay, this one's crazy. And there is another one later in the game that's a lot like this. You can see there's 1 wave and 45 kills. And they're all Professor Ginky.
Ooh, so close.
Now, granted, there are a lot of Ginkys, but it really only takes 1 shot. Even if you haven't upgraded your pistol or whatever weapon you want to use. Hold on, there's a cop right there. Hold on, we don't need to kill it. For whatever reason, these Ginkys don't want anybody attacking you but them. Yeah, they do dodge fire really good. So in this one and the one that comes after this, it's way later in the game. I think that's one of the side quests for Pierce. Alright, nice, got him. You really don't have to worry about the police too much. If you've watched any of this walkthrough, you know I don't like to use the pistol too much. There's so many just crazy weapons in this game. But it's perfect for this one.
Don't worry, everyone loses to me.
All those portals can appear anywhere, and I like to just get, back up away from the portals and just let them all run at you. Nothing to it. Even though when you first see it, there's like 45 of them, you're like, really? But pretty cool.
An overload of the system will scramble some of their code. Completing one of the race programs will accomplish this.
Yeah, next Blazing Race. This one. And I've said before that I didn't think the ones before were really that hard. And even this one isn't that hard to get the gold in, but I think this is one of the harder Blazing Races in the whole game. And there's 9 of them total, and this one is in such cramped quarters that you can make a wrong turn anywhere. The fire is placed in such a way that you only have really small spaces to run through. It's very possible to take a wrong turn and just go in the wrong direction. Oh, yeah, like right there. Totally missed it.
Made it. Doesn't anyone learn?
But not doing too bad regardless. And right there, it tells you to jump. That's to trick you. You don't really need to jump. You would have missed all these orbs and it would have slowed you down. Here you need to jump. Okay, yeah. And 111. That's actually the best score that I've ever gotten in any time I've ever done this. You can see it's not very long, but I think that's one of the harder Blazing Races, in my opinion. Even though a bunch of them have like weird turns and weird jumps, this one is one of the roughest ones for me. Alright, and I'm pretty sure all that's left for this first quest is to go talk to Sid.
Good. Your reward is waiting. Come claim it.
Alright, very nice. Pretty much the same gateway that we've been using since the beginning of the game. We've only got 2 open. And I think opening up most of the gateways will happen 2 videos from now, the way that I've got this planned. All the side quests for Kinsey, I think, will be 2 videos from now.
You accomplished what I asked you to do, so here is your reward. Now, continue with this task if you value doing everything you can in this world.
Guess I don't have a choice.
Right, lifesteal, the second element for our telekinesis power. Like I said, most of everything having to do with Sid involves the telekinesis in one way or another. Okay, very cool. The next one, what you unlock for it isn't near as useful. It's the Sid suit. You know, it gives you another costume, but you want to do that in order to get to the third one, because that will give you the third element for your telekinesis power. Oh, we've got 3 air dashes now. That's going to be a big help. Since all of these side quests are just running back and forth from one side of the map to the other, that third air dash is going to be really helpful. Okay, as you can see, it starts way at the top right corner of the map, and it really doesn't matter which gateway you use. It's almost an equal distance away.
Suddenly fighting off rival games seems so...
So we'll go ahead and grab a vehicle.
Sure thing.
Yep, that's as good as any.
Before I can start my next program, I need another Zen patrol dealt with.
Way at the top, up by the airport. You know, even when you do open up all of the gateways, if you do the side quests in order like we're doing right now, it's still a lot of running back and forth all over the map. Because when you're in the middle of the mission, you can't just jump back in a gateway. It's not really a fast travel mechanic unless you're on the ship. And doing these side quests, you have to do them all one right after another, and it's just running back and forth. Which I didn't so much mind at first, but if, you know, again, do them all in order, like we're doing it right here, and you do get kind of tired of running. Some of the side quests are completely on one side of the map, run all the way to the other side, and then the next one is right back where you just came from. So for time restraints, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this flashpoint using the ship.
I am awesome!
Again, I said a couple videos, I don't want to take out all the flashpoints this way, but this video is going to be really long as it is. I'm going to get everything done for Sid right here. Another virus injection.
I have created a masking program which needs to be uploaded with your help.
Alright, yeah, let's get into it. Get out of the way. Okay, this one's a trip right here too. You will have enemies attacking you on the ground, but for the most part, this one is just full of Zen flying above you in those little Zor ships, those little one-man ships. And they're the only real danger. Hold on, I'm going to shoot that one off. Hopefully, yeah, we got one to land without setting it on fire. Hold on, land upright. Cool, it did. Sweet. And you can see on the ground, it takes a while to kill them all, but come on, make it. Get on there. Oh, just in time. And I actually want the ship anyway, so let's go ahead and save it, and then just keep wailing on these guys. Yeah, when one explodes, they both explode. And since there's so many of these flying ships coming at you, you really don't need the portals. Usually when I do virus injections, I don't shoot the portals because it makes the virus injection take longer. Come on, I saw you. There you are. Ah, yeah. See how they hide? It's pretty cool. Yeah, one behind me. Or maybe just one. Alright, we need 4 more. Oh, wait, yeah. One of those Sid balls. That's another challenge we're going to have to beat. We have to destroy so many of those. Oh, they're behind me. And that's not a big deal in the air. Even on foot, it's hard to tell what direction you're getting shot from half the time. But there we go. Very nice. Ah. And now we've unlocked this ship, and it's similar to the Spectre in the 3rd game. And I used that a lot.
With the masking program in place, disrupting the system through chaos will give it time to work.
Okay, this is intense. These TK Mayhems. Now, I looked this up on YouTube a long time ago, and there's people who will just take the ball and run around with it instead of throwing it, and just run around and smash things like this. That doesn't work. Whoa, hello. That doesn't work for me, because a lot of times when you run into a car, it explodes, you catch on fire, fall to the ground. This is how I do it. Yeah, usually I'll just run down the street.
So close.
On a street where there's just a lot of cars parked, throw it and catch it again. And then you can just keep control of the same ball. Yeah, and we've got the bronze already. This gives you, it keeps your combo up pretty high, and it doesn't take that long.
Sorry, I don't play well with others.
And like I said, I've seen the videos on YouTube, and you see it in the video. They just run around with the ball, don't even throw it one time, and just blow everything up, and they don't fall to the ground. But for whatever reason, that just doesn't work for me.
Hell of a way to unwind.
And you can see this doesn't take very long. In addition to being really awesome. There is a second TK Mayhem in the game, and it's a little bit different than this because there's not a road to run down that has this many cars on it. So it's a little different.
Shouldn't have fucked with the president.
But my approach in doing it is pretty much the same thing. And you can see our combo's pretty high.
Oh, they would have made Gat proud.
And a lot of times I try to throw it over a vehicle so it'll hit it on the way there and then hit it on the way back when you grab it again. If you can do that, that'll rack up some serious points. There it is. Oh. Again, if the way that the other people do it works for you, awesome, because that goes by really fast and it works, but if not, this works out just fine, as you can see. Those are pretty fun, a little hard to get used to at first. It's just one of many, many mayhems in the game, some of which are really hard. Alright. So, I believe we go back and talk to Sid. Again, that's the second one.
You bet, boss.
Then we'll go ahead and use this ship.
You are closer to completing all objectives in the simulation. Return to me.
Now maybe it's just me, but it seems like this ship goes a lot slower in this game than the Spectre did in the last game. And I use the Spectre all over the place, mostly for picking up collectibles. Which isn't even going to be necessary in this because you have superpowers. You can run faster than the ship can fly. But I do like it a lot. And for whatever reason, as small as it is, it's really hard for Zin to shoot out of the sky. But this one directed us right back to the downtown gateway. We've only got the 2. Yeah. And strippers and mascots will be all over this island through most of the game. Got the Saints Flow mascots. Alright, 2 down. See, Sid never moves. He's one of the few characters that's always in the same place.
This was made especially to reward you. Now I need you to continue by stabilizing one of my rifts. Doing so will aid in earning you more bragging rights, and will get you a reward.
Oh, at least you're direct.
Alright, and the Sid suit. It looks kind of silly, but if you pick it and you alter the colors, it actually, it's pretty cool, I think. I might use it later in the game, I don't know, there's so many different costumes you can use. But obey one more time to give us the lightning. And that's another challenge we're going to have to complete. Arc lightning kills. And we're just about done with this.
Drugs, crime. Zinyak's sure program's still poured right.
And again, we're going to want to use the ship because this is so far away.
Sure thing.
The rift tied to one of my viruses is your first task. Stabilize it.
And this one is a telekinesis rift. Now these, for whatever reason, they give you the one for the hard difficulty first, if you do all the side quests in order. So this is the one for the hard difficulty, and there's only 2 in the game, and the one for the easy difficulty, you know, it can trip you up until you get used to how to do it, but I don't think it's that hard at all. This one is only difficult when you get right to the end, and then it's just, it's a train wreck. It's a complete mess. For me anyway, or maybe I just suck at it, you know, you be the judge, but this one isn't too bad at first, but the very last part of it, man, I'm just getting smacked around all over the place, and it's like there's nothing you can do about it.
The Zin have set up large firewall towers to keep me from disrupting their systems. They must be destroyed. I have created logic bombs which can be thrown at the firewalls using your telekinesis in order to bring them down. However, the Zin have their own bombs which you should watch out for. Be mindful that specific colors should be matched for maximum effect against the towers.
Yeah, when those orbs are flying at you, they hurt you, so you have to catch them and throw them back at the corresponding colors, but the colors change. Okay, hold on, yeah. This is one you gotta concentrate on. See, for the most part, when you do this, you can see them coming. So you do have time to formulate a plan. If you're holding one of the orbs, you have time to throw it to catch the other one. Oh, that was cool. I think that was luck, but it worked. Alright, the other one's about to change. You see, at this stage right here, this is kind of difficult until you get the hang of it, but this is nothing compared to the final part of this. Okay. And you can see every time they give you more and more. Get rid, yeah. Sometimes they will send more than one at you at a time. You can see how far away from you they throw them. You can see them coming pretty much a mile away. Nice. Okay, now, this is the final part. Look at this thing. Like I said before, when they're throwing those orbs at you, these balls, whatever they are, normally you can see them coming a mile away. They come at you so fast in this part, and this part is so big, it's so hard to see them coming. And if you're already holding on to an orb and prepared to throw it, and one's coming at you, there's hardly any way to throw it, aim to catch it, and then aim to throw it back again. Yeah, I saw that one at the last minute. Oh. Gotcha. It didn't do any good, but I gotcha. Oh! Yeah, they come so fast in this last part. Oh! See, it's just a mess. It's a total mess. And we already got the gold. The gold isn't hard to get, but... Oh, man. No, that was bad. That was me. And dude, you know, it kind of gets your nerves. You're trying really hard, and then once you get frustrated, you get frazzled, you're done. Oh, see, I didn't even see that one. Alright, yeah. Still got a ways. Oh. Get it. Nice. Yeah. Wow. Oh, I got 2 left. Come on, let's wrap this up. Seriously.
That was superbly done.
You think so? Because I don't. But honestly, I can't do any better than that. That's the best I can do. Actually, it wasn't too bad because, if I remember right, we didn't get hit one time until that last part, and then it was just getting smacked around everywhere. But, you know, I've said it before, if you can do that better, God bless you. Okay. Really glad that one's done.
I have created a masking program which needs to be uploaded with your help.
Yep, and see how far across the map that we have to go again. Even with super speed, we haven't unlocked water running yet. So the ship, in my opinion, any kind of ship is the best way to get across the map because you have to glide over all the water. And there are speed rifts. We've done one of the speed rifts. You have to get the gold in all 3 speed rifts in order to unlock water running. And this one is all the way behind Kildade's Casino. This is clear down to the bottom left side of the map. And just for time restraints, I'm going to use this UFO again to take out this flashpoint. But I really don't want to do that through the whole walkthrough. I really don't. For one, there's a lot of challenges that we have to beat, and you have to be on foot and use different powers and different weapons to do it. Yeah, nothing to that. Alright, moving on. I think we've got one more thing to do.
With the masking program in place, disrupting the system through chaos will give it time to work.
Okay, mind over murder for the hard difficulty. I'm going to, once again, let the announcers run through their routine, but we have 6 target areas to hit in this one, and we have to do it with 6 minutes left. This is really, really hard.
Welcome, Genki enthusiasts, to the third and final match of Mind Over Murder. So far, the Saints head honcho and former leader of the free world has been racking up wins in our latest event. How do you think it'll go today, Bobby?
Given this player's previous performances, I can only expect a great show and a big W in the win column, Zach.
I have to agree, Bobby. It seems there's nothing this contestant can't do, including outshining Zinyak's own people with her own powers.
Careful what you say there, Zach. Remember what happened to us both after your breakdown at the end of the last show.
The Wardens have very big hands, Bobby.
Yes, they do. I'm just glad to be able to sit down comfortably again.
Oh, I hear ya.
Well, like my 8th grade gym teacher used to say, the probe is no joke.
Oh, you said that one. I hope our contestant is doing better than I am right now. Well, Bobby, seeing the president in action here reminds me of the tales about the king.
I was thinking the same thing, Zach. If only we had been around to see those matches firsthand.
Now, for those at home who haven't heard the stories, what do they need to know now?
This was decades ago. Zinyak had conquered a planet of warriors. Much like our contestant, one of them stood above the rest and challenged Zinyak himself. Zinyak threw everything he had at the man, but the king just did not stop. Eventually, Zinyak managed to rip the king's mind from his body and bury it deep into his own simulation. Ever since, the king has been looking to escape and get his revenge against our most benevolent overlord.
Well, let's hope we never see him again, huh, Bobby?
Oh, the king has probably driven himself insane by now. Can you imagine being locked away for so many years with just yourself to talk to?
I've had that dream, Bobby. It's cold and it's dark and it's lonely. So lonely.
Oh, there, Zach. Come on now. You're never going to be alone. Not while I'm around. Come here.
Lonely, so cold, I can't deal with it.
There.
Smashing performance by the contestant so far.
Smashing? I don't think I've heard you use that before.
Well, I'm trying something new, Bobby. What do you think?
You know, I've always wanted an occasion to use jolly good.
Oh, hello there, little British, are you? That's a classic right there.
Hard to pull off with an American accent, though. Like trying to use bloody.
And arse. What is up with Americans using arse?
Yeah, arse never works, but I know people who use it all the time. I don't get it.
Well, some things are just mysteries, Bobby. I've been thinking, Bobby, have you seen the professor around much?
Not since the mass abduction and obliteration of the Earth, Zach.
I can't help but think he's watching over us from wherever he is, like a guardian angel.
Sick, sadistic, cat-headed guardian angel.
Or maybe he's hiding in the shadows with a baseball bat and a hand grenade just waiting for an opportunity to bash someone's head in and make them go boom.
A much more likely scenario, Zach.
That is what folks tune into this event for.
Absolutely. That and your stellar commentary, Zach.
Well, thanks, guy. You know, you're no slouch yourself, Bobby. I've always been impressed by your wordplay.
Well, you forced me to step up my game in order to keep up with you, Zach.
We're running out of things to say, aren't we?
We absolutely are, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so we've got a little over a minute and a half to finish this, and we still have one target area left to hit. See this one? Come here, lady. Yeah. And this one goes on for a while, man.
That had some style.
Yeah, in the last game we had Professor Genki's super ethical reality climax, and that's one of my favorite things about this game. You only get one opportunity to do that in this game. It's like they replaced that activity with this activity. But these are really cool. I like these. But in order, we have 1 minute. Yeah. But they're pretty hard to get the gold in. We got 1 minute to knock this out. Come on, move it. Okay, yeah. Where's that car when you need it? Come on, give me another one. Yeah. Alright, down to 30 seconds. All we need are 2 people. Nope, not the vehicle. Give me that guy. Who's the mascot? How about you, sir? Sorry to do this to you.
And that's it, folks. 3 glorious bouts and a fine end to Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder!
Zack and I would like to thank Zinyak for his continued support of the show and for sparing our lives so we may continue to exalt his most highest glory. Good night, everybody.
And I mentioned before that the voice of Bobby is Rob Van Dam. I think RVD did a really good job in his voice acting for this, because I never would have guessed in a million years, and I grew up watching wrestling. I never would have guessed that was RVD doing that voice. It's like he was trying to emulate the late 80s and early 90s Jesse the Body Ventura, because he was the color commentary on wrestling for both the WWF and WCW. Oh man, alright, so that's it for Sid's missions, and as you can see, that was a lot to do.
Soon you will be able to say you have done all my tasks for me. After you come talk to me again, that is.
And there's still a lot of this game left to do. Okay, we're right next to that, the only friendly fire that we've gotten, so I know the Cathedral is right behind it. But we have a lot of people to rescue from the simulation. They all come with their own set of side quests. And that's pretty much how you take over the entire map. That's not getting all the collectibles, though. I'm not going to show where all of the clusters are, but I will pick up all of the audio logs, all of the text adventures, and all of the Zinyak statues.
You have done well. Now I will no longer be the cause of you not completing all the tasks available for you to do. Here is your immediate reward as well.
Pleasure doing business, I think.
Yeah, this one I like a lot. This one I use a lot. The lightning element for the telekinesis. Again, one of the challenges we have to complete. We have to do 10 kills with the arc lightning. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. Let's get our money. Okay, we should be able to upgrade pretty good with that. Whoa, what happened there? Get over here. Okay. Genki weapon costumes. There's only 2 of those, and they're only available for 2 weapons. I don't know if I'm going to use those or not. But we do want an hourly cash transfer rate of $1,000. It's going to be a big help. And bonus XP. And yeah, anytime you buy anything, they give you the cash back. We're going to grab that again. In between this video and the next one, I'll probably upgrade some weapons that we already have. And we got the catch for getting all the gold in Professor Genki's Mind Over Murder. So, next, all we've got to do is break out Matt Miller. That's all we've got. If you feel like it, don't be afraid to hit that like button. My name is James. And if you got the time, I got the games. Thank you guys so much for watching.